Students, now we are going to draw the very important diagram, the seminiferous tubules. T.S.Seminiferous tubules is very important. This one is the many seminiferous tubules and this one is the single seminiferous tubules. In examination you have to draw only this diagram, and this is the other neighboring seminiferous tubules. Now back to the other specific part of the seminiferous tubules. This one is the gap between two seminiferous tubules known as interstitium, and the group of cells you have seen in the green color is the Leydig cell, which help to secrete the androgen hormones. This is the interstitial cells or Leydig cells. So keep in mind it is located outside from the seminiferous tubules or in between the seminiferous tubules. This is the space between two seminiferous tubules known as interstitium, and this one is the blood vessels. Now back to the internal structures of seminiferous tubules. Internally, seminiferous tubules included by the germinal epithelium. This one is the common epithelial tissues known as germinal epithelium. Later it form the spermatogonium and spermatozoa. The germinal epithelium. The germinal epithelium has a bunch of cells internally that is known as Sertoli cells. This is the bunch of cell, very specific cells, that is known as Sertoli cells. Leydig cells outside, Sertoli cells inside. This one is the spermatogonium and this one is the spermatozoa that emerge in between the Sertoli cells and take the nutrition. Now back to the labeling of each point. This is the spermatogonia, the plural spermatogonia and singular spermatogonium, mother of sperm cell or sperm mother cells. This is the diploid number. This one is the spermatozoa, the early stage of sperm, and this one is the Sertoli cells which provide the nutrition to the growing sperm. Later we will describe it.
Students, now we are going to describe the, listen carefully, we are going to describe the TS of seminiferous tubules. Actually, in each tubules there are about 60. Keep in mind there are about 60 numbers of seminiferous tubules. In each tubule there are about 60 numbers of seminiferous tubules are held, and total length of seminiferous tubules is about 300 meter in each testis. That is, when you collect the seminiferous tubules from the both testes, it will occupy 300 meter in length. It should be in your notes. Keep in mind it should be in your notes, and don't forget to describe under the notes whatever the different points of the seminiferous tubules. It is seminiferous tubules is the factory of sperm formation. It is the tube like structure. When the tubes are very fine, the structure will be tubules, and it is located in the testicular lobules. How many numbers of testicular lobules? About 250. That is called that is very little compartment. When you make the TS of testis, there is a gap between two seminiferous tubules. There are suppose that this is the one seminiferous tubule, this is the another seminiferous tubules. Then there is a gap. This gap is known as interstitium. In the interstitium, a cluster of very special cells known as interstitial cell or Leydig cells. The interstitium is the space, and interstitial cells are the specific cluster of cells that are found in between the two seminiferous tubules. This is the one seminiferous tubules, this is the another seminiferous tubules, and that is the gap between the one tube and another tube. That is the gap between two seminiferous tubules. This is known as interstitium, and the cells found in between the interstitium is known as interstitial cell or Leydig cell. The function of Leydig cell is to produce androgen hormone. Androgen hormones means the testosterone hormones that is responsible for the male puberty features. It will, the interstitial cells are stimulated by the LH hormones from the pituitary gland. So it is very important to know the function of Leydig cell. It is your homework, the function of Leydig cell and location of Leydig cell. Leydig cells are found outside of the seminiferous tubules or in between the seminiferous tubules, and the function is to secrete the hormones androgen or testosterone. Now back to the other features, that is blood vessels are also found in between the two seminiferous tubules. When you move inside the seminiferous tubules, the outer layer is germinal epithelium. Why germinal epithelium? Because it able to produce the mother of sperm cell, or that is spermatogonia, that is diploid in number. When we will describe about the spermatogenesis process, it will be cleared, but it is the mother of germinal epithelium is the mother of spermatogonia, and spermatogonia is the mother of sperm cell. So this is the spermatogonia. It will in future become spermatozoa. Spermatozoa is the early name of sperm, and when the spermatozoa are under the growing phase, it will emerge in very specific cell known as Sertoli cell. So keep in mind that two specific cell is very important for the board, the Sertoli cell and Leydig cell. Leydig cell found outside or in between the seminiferous tubules, and Sertoli cells found inside the seminiferous tubules. The Sertoli cells provide the nutrition for the emerged spermatozoa. Keep in mind, emerged spermatozoa or early stage of sperms take the nutrition from the Sertoli cell. So the function of Sertoli cell is the provide nutrition to the growing sperm. Keep in mind, till the maturity. It is the overall structure of the seminiferous tubules. It is your homework to explain and recap one by one about the structure of seminiferous tubules. It is very important. Make the many stars for the seminiferous tubules. Now let us next topic we will describe about the accessory duct, accessory gland and external genitalia of male reproductive system. Thank you. Students, now we are going to talk about the different other part of human male reproductive system. Actually, all about the structure and their explanation is over regarding the testis. Now, first one is the pair of testis. It was actually over in the previous video. The second was accessory duct. And it is actually undergoing process, and in this video lecture we will describe about the accessory duct, accessory gland and external genitalia. Now back to the accessory duct. Actually duct means the pipe like structure that carries something. In human male reproductive system, it carry only sperm and related helpful materials from the outside of the body. Now back to the what are the important accessory duct regarding the human male reproductive system. The first duct is rete testis. Actually, this duct is close to the seminiferous tubules that carry the sperm from the seminiferous tubules to the next part, that is vasa efferentia. It means it carry the sperm from the seminiferous tubule to the vasa efferentia. That is all about the structural and explanation from the rete testis. Regarding the diagram of rete testis, you can see it about in previous video. Now second one is the vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia actually collect and store the sperm till maturity. Keep in mind, earlier sperm are not mature, but it will get mature in this region, and this is enclosed with the epididymis. So not only the vasa efferentia, epididymis also collect and store the sperm till maturity. So it carry the sperm from rete testis to the epididymis. It carry the sperm from rete testis to epididymis. Keep in mind. Third one is epididymis. Same functions. It also collect and store the immature sperm till the maturity. Sperm from the epididymis moves as the peristalsis. As you have pre-mindset regarding this movement, peristalsis is the zigzag movements you often heard in the digestive system through the esophagus. Now back to the next part, that is vas deferens. Actually, there is a little have similar pronunciation regarding the vasa efferentia and vas deferens. Vas deferens is the next part of epididymis, and it is the longer tube-like structure than the other part. And this one is carry the sperm to the external genitalia. The function of vasa deferens is to carry the sperm to the external genitalia. The basic key points regarding vasa deferens is vasa deferens plus the seminal vesicle, well popular gland, seminal vesicles, collectively form the ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct, keep in mind, ejaculatory duct, and that is very important part. That is very important part of your syllabus. That is seminal vesicles along with vasa deferens collectively form the ejaculatory duct. That is overall accessory duct. So what are the basic accessory duct? The rete testis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, and vas deferens. Now back to the accessory gland. Accessory gland. The main accessory gland is the seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland or Cowper's gland. That is the main gland regarding the human male reproductive system. Now back to the seminal vesicle. Actually seminal vesicles consist 60% of the total semen. That is the very important. It is the 60% of the total semen. That is the very important. And it is alkaline in nature, so it reduces the pH of overall semen. That consists the citrate, fructose, and proteinaceous substances that help to provide the nutrition and also provide the energy. Now back to the next, that is prostate gland. Listen carefully. Prostate gland in human male reproductive system form the total 20 to 30% of the total semen. Keep in mind, it form the 20 to 30% of the total part of the semen. Keep in mind, what is semen? The sperm along with other necessary chemicals form the semen. Keep in mind. So it form the 20 to 30% of the other part, like it consists the proteolytic enzyme like pepsinogen and lysozyme. Proteolytic enzyme like pepsinogen and lysozyme. Keep in mind, and that is actually prevent the coagulation of sperm. The basic function, it prevent the sperm coagulation. Coagulation means आपस में चिपकने से ये बचाते हैं, स्पर्म चिपके ना इस वजह से. तो बेसिक प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड क्या है? द बेसिक फंक्शन ऑफ प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड इज टू प्रिवेंट कोagulation of sperm. It consists the pepsinogen and lysozyme, proteolytic enzyme, and it can carry the 20 to 30% of the overall semen. Now back to the bulbourethral gland. Actually bulbourethral gland is not more important for the human male reproductive system, but contribute very essential substances, that is actually the lubricating substances that help to lubricate the external genitalia at the time of copulation. That is the overall structure. Bulbourethral gland or Cowper's gland has similar function. Keep in mind the secretion of seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and bulbourethral glands are collectively called as seminal plasma. That is seminal plasma collection. The seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland, whatever they secreted is collectively called as seminal plasma. Seminal plasma along with sperms collectively form as semen. So it is very important what is the seminal plasma, and many times in the examination it has been asked. Note related to the accessory gland and accessory duct is actually delivered to you in the at the dated 8/5/2020. Now next one is the external genitalia. External genitalia form the external part of human male reproductive system that consists the penis and foreskin, glans penis, urinogenital duct. Penis, it is the external part of human male reproductive system that help to carry the sperm from the body to the external part of the human male reproductive system, and it release the sperm outside from the body. So the basic key part of penis. But apart from penis, actually there is the foreskin, glans, penis and urinogenital duct are the part of penis, keep in mind. So the major part is penis. Now back to the foreskin and glans penis. During the structure I have discussed, and in the explanation you have also find the full detail regarding this. So foreskin is the outer envelope of the penis, and the glans penis is the swollen part of the penis. This is the urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct actually by means of urine and genital part, means it not only carry the urine, it also carry the sperm, so name as the urinogenital duct. All over the explanation of external genitalia, accessory gland, accessory duct and the testis is over. Now in the next video lecture we will describe about the human female reproductive system. Thank you.